Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Man Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss, that's one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm at they throw sign letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy, man. So let's talk about this real quick, man. My concerns with my boys the other night, man. Hey, I'm a realist. I'm gonna be real, man. Like, I ain't gonna be one of them guys, man, that think we gonna take it all the way. We gonna run away with it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But bruh, I'm not gonna lie. These last couple games, what I've been seeing, oh my goodness, man. The shooting is a problem. The second guy is the problem, man. I gotta be real with myself. Like, you do got Duran down there in the paint. He can't be a beast down there, bro. But he ain't the guy he ain't gonna set up his own shot. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, K, I mean, dang, I just forgot his name. K Cunningham. The usage races, that's what I'm going to be concerned with, bro. The playoffs, speed is going to be amped up. Physicality is going to be amped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, scouting report is going to be on point. It's going to be on point. You know, there's going to be some teams that's going to try to force him on having a bad night and letting everybody else eat. Now, it can be done. Don't get me wrong. It can be done. 7-game series, man. It can be done. And I say this too, and I brought this topic up, man, because the whole media world is like, the whole media world is like, yo, man, we got concerns, man. The Cavs looked good, you know, against them. Let's keep it a buck, though. No, 7-game series. I understand the last two. Donovan Mitchell wasn't there. The other one, James Harden, wasn't there. But let's keep in mind, man, they held their ground second game when K got fouled out. Let's just keep in mind, Stewart wasn't there too. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep in mind that Durant wasn't there for some games. Let's just keep in mind they held their own when K was out. He missed some games for a calf strain. I believe it was at the beginning, like close to the beginning of the season. Let's keep that in mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm a realist, man. It does have some concerns. I do have some concerns. You know what I'm saying? And that's rightfully so. You know, when we come back, man, we're gonna break down some of the numbers and stuff like that, man. Cause like I said, man, I got some concerns. We're gonna bring you some facts, man. These ain't just gonna bring you feelings and stuff like that. But I will say this before I break off into the next part. You know what I'm saying? They did slap the New York Knicks. They swept them. You know, they split the series with the Cavs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about them. I'm not worried about Boston either, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not really even worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you. Cleveland is the one that I'm worried about. Now, Donovan Mitchell come back, you know what I'm saying? You got James Harden out there. You got them two twin towers. That's who I'm really worried about. You know, Mosley, Allen down there in the paint, bro. Like, Mosley can step out, shoot them threes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the other dude, I can't remember his name. We can get all the names down. Brother could come off the bench to get rebounds. You got the white boy, that could shoot them threes, bro. Like, they got a nice squad. Like I said, I'm just being realistic about what's going on out there. It's gonna be a hard fought battle, but I will say, man, Detroit got that defense. They scrappy out there. They getting loose balls. They stealing the ball. They store it down there blocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point he was considered defensive player of the year. I don't know where they at with the voting and stuff like that. But hey, don't count us out. I'm just concerned. I'm just a little concerned. When we break off, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that. All right, y'all. These are where my level of concerns is at. We back at it. These are where my level of concerns is at. Right here, man. Where we in the league of the threes. As a team, they're shooting 34% from the field from three. Let that sink in, boy. Lord, Christmas. 33% from the field. Now, they get a lot of their points in the paint. They get a lot of their points off deflections. They get a lot of their points off of steals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Defense win championships now. You feel me? But I just need I feel like I need a little bit more. I'm concerned about that. Should I be concerned about that? Should I be concerned about that? Now, as a whole team and the shooting from the field goal range, they shooting 47%, really 48% from field goal range. You feel me? Now, I said it before. I said they top in defense. Their defensive rating is a 109, second out of 30 teams. But like let me take a step back though. Offensive rating, 116, 11th out of 30 teams. That's where they at. You feel what I'm saying? That's where my level of concern is right now. Is that offense right there? They solid on D, but if the other team is solid on D in a 4-game series, and you got Kay Cunningham, like, usage rates is up through the roof. He sit on the bench. You know what I'm saying? If they gonna have enough offensive firepower to hold it down against these other teams, that's where my level of concern is at. And we see the standings right now. Of course, Pistons leading the charge. You got the Celtics, Knicks, Cleveland, Raptors, 76ers, Magic, Heat, Hornets, Hawks. I think that's it. I don't think the other team in the play-in tournament. So it'll be like, boom. They'll have to face, like, hypothetically, they'll have to face like the Heat first, demolish them. Then it'll probably be like the 76ers. So they won't jump off if they face them off the jump. So, of course, they ain't going to face them off the jump. Cavs sitting in the 4th spot. They right behind the Knicks. They smashed the Knicks, swept them. I think they split the series. No, they won 3 out of the 4 against the Celtics. That's only my concern, bro. That's not my concern. Okay, giving you 45% from the field goal range, and he's giving you, ain't nobody shooting in the high 40s. Nobody shooting in the high 40s, mid 40s from three. Even Duncan Robinson is sitting at 39 from three, and he's supposedly their best 3-point, our best 3-point shooter. Where's the other brother at? Oh, Reed. I know he splashed a couple sometimes. 34. Jenkins. Is the second best 3-point shooter. No. Where's he at? Well, I just had his name. 36% from three. Mm. 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 Boy. Yeah. They got a game. They got another game Thursday. And I think that's against. By the time y'all see this shit, will be dropping Friday or whatever. But they got another game Thursday. Sacramento. Look like a. Could be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I ain't gonna say I'm tripping. I'm just gonna say, man, that's just my level of concern. That's where I'm at with it. I'm like I said, I'm not really worried about the Knicks. They ready for the Knicks. That's who they ready for. They ready to right the wrong that they had last year because they know they should have won that series. On top of that, I'm not worried about the Boston Celtics. This so-called Jason Tatum coming back. I ain't worried about that. You ain't played basketball all season. You think you can come back during the playoffs and you gonna be like lighting people up? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. You're not in basketball shape. Yeah, you've been having some 5-on-5 scrimmages, but you ain't in no basketball shape. You talking about some playoff basketball. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Cavaliers are the only ones I'm worried about. But hey, James Harden know not to show up. So in the playoffs, you feel me? Hey, bright lights get bright for some people. I ain't definitely not worried about no 76ers. Definitely ain't worried about no Orlando Magic. And I'm definitely not worried about no Miami Heat. And anybody else that comes through the playoff, play-in tournament, that come up and I ain't worried about none of that. I ain't worried about none of y'all. That's just how I feel on this side. Definitely ain't worried about no Raptors. I ain't worried about none of y'all. I'm them Twin Towers down there in Cleveland. I'm concerned about. That's what I'm concerned about. Let me know where y'all at though, man. I'm your boy, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. Holla at your boy.